On their way to the Western Conference Finals, the Minnesota Timberwolves defense gave some of the NBA's best players and teams some real problems, and many people thought their ridiculous size and length would be too much for the Dallas Mavericks, but in Game 1 that was not the case. Now, the first half of this game was all about Kyrie Irving. Coming into last night, Irving typically wasn't getting off the quick start so far in the playoffs, but from the jump, Irving was clearly in attack mode. Now, compared to the Timberwolves, Irving is pretty undersized at just 6'2", but the one physical advantage that he does have is his quickness. Minnesota's perimeter defense may have a bunch of length, but I don't think they have a ton of guys with the foot speed to consistently stay in front of Kyrie. And once Kyrie gets into the teeth of the defense, he's got the navigation and touch to get plenty of buckets. And theoretically, Anthony Edwards should be one of the guys who has the mobility to stay in front of Kyrie, but last night that was not the case. Now, pretty much all the moves Irving was getting to last night were very simple and straightforward. Watch him here shift up towards the top of the key on the catch, then immediately rip back to his left. And as the weak side help is rotating over, Irving's got the control to adjust back to the middle for this finish. Now on this play, Ant tries to step up and pick up Irving out 40 feet from the basket, and Kyrie is going to both split his stance and swipe with his off arm to create an attacking angle. And once he gets into the lane, Irving's got the control to stop on 2 and rise up for a vertical floater. We'll see him get into the exact same shot here, where Irving's able to turn the corner off the screen, and he's going to again stop on 2 and explode up into this floater. In the first half, I also thought Kyrie found a ton of success attacking in early offense, and this is where everything comes back to Irving's clear speed advantage, where he can simply turn on the Jets and dust their perimeter defense, and use that crazy touch in the lane to finish over size. This layup here is tough, where Irving is attacking Gobert with a head of steam, and while coming downhill full speed, Irving has the control to gather the ball up and put his inside shoulder into Gobert's chest, and Kyrie has the control to put up this buttery soft layup. When going up against length, Irving is also very crafty in timing his finishes. You'll see him again here attacking on the break, and notice how Irving has 3 defenders ready to jump up and meet him at the rim, but Irving's going to throw off their timing by jumping early off his ball side foot, which allows him to quickly pop off the floor and sneak this layup through. Now in the half court, Dallas was running pretty much everything through Luka Doncic, and physically, Luka's advantage on Minnesota is the polar opposite of Irving's, where again, Kyrie was primarily using his quickness to get to his spots and slice up the defense. Luka, however, was heavily leaning on his strength to get to his spots and generate points. Defensively, there was nobody on the Timberwolves who could match up with Luka one-on-one. In open space, he simply had too much strength, skill, and tough shot making.
Doncic with a 3, sticks it.
The Mavs on this play are just going to clear out the left side of the floor, and Luka from this spot isn't going to do anything super advanced off the dribble. He's just going to lower his shoulder and dribble through Ant and bully him all the way down into the paint, to then bring the ball up and through contact for the and one. On this play, it's just him and McDaniels playing in open space, and Luka's going to simply attack to his right and lower his inside shoulder into McDaniels' chest. Then he's going to separate off his left foot for the step back. Doncic was also getting a ton of buckets out of pick and roll, where he was able to punish Minnesota's drop coverage by snaking these screens and getting to his in-between pull-up game. Now throughout the playoffs, Minnesota has had a ton of success using drop coverage, and that was mainly because they had Jaden on the perimeter navigating these ball screens. And we've gone over in previous videos how McDaniels' blend of mobility and length was able to take away both Booker and Murray's mid-range game. But the difference between Doncic and the rest of those scorers is that Luka has the strength to attack Jaden's body and move him off his spot. Take this play for example. You'll see Gobert drop back below the 3, with McDaniels chasing Luka over the screen. From this spot, Jaden's pressure and size would normally be enough to funnel the ball handler into this crowded paint. But notice how Doncic has the strength to bump him back and create enough space for this 10-foot push shot. We can see the same effect on this play, where Jaden is again chasing over the screen and gets caught behind Doncic, and Luka from here has the stability and skill to patiently find a bucket. When playing around these in-between areas, Doncic also has a really good feel of leverage. Notice here how Jaden is aggressively trying to fight and get back in front of the ball. So Luka's going to use that momentum and create space by flowing into a step back. Now what's really scary for Minnesota is that Luka overall didn't have his best shooting night, and throughout this game I thought he was consistently getting to his spots and generating the shots he's accustomed to making. So in terms of his scoring, I think Luka could be due to have some monster games in the series. Now Luka's patience and control in the lane also opens up windows for his passing, and Doncic is elite at leveraging his scoring to set up wide open looks for his teammates. Watch him here come to a jump stop and pull the backline defense up, opening up this bounce pass to Lively for the uncontested dunk. And Luka is also elite at using his eyes to manipulate the defense. Watch him here bring the ball up and sell this skip pass to the opposite corner, which moves these two defenders out of the lane, setting up another uncontested dunk. Now going forward, I think the Timberwolves are going to have to double these Luka and Irving ball screens, because in drop, both of them have way too much skill as both scorers and playmakers. And obviously there isn't a perfect way to guard these guys, but it could be the lesser of two evils.
Here they go again. Doncic.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments who you have winning the series. The Kids here.